Stadium, Baton Rouge. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he has challenged his team to come out and get off to a quick start. The reason this home crowd can be so dominant, they are unbeaten in ACC play, and he said this is where we show that we can be the conference champs, but it starts in this opening drive. He said if our crowd is loud, energetic, and making it difficult on the opponents, that's where we gain our edge here today at home. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And they can't make the connection. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Play action on first down. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. And the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it. Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Rides to the back. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Levin. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back, the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Sees a crease. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Here's a give to Durham. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds his target. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Just smothered on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. No! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's got it near midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Can't get him to the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. He makes the catch at the 10. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. He's got it. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Dropped back on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiles. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Knocked away. Incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Florida State, and they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Levin. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Out wide left, it's Harris. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to Caden Durham. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Got him. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. An 84-yard drive there, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The option, he'll keep it. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
We're going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 15 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. See some running room. Turning it on. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Lopez. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Throws it off the RPO. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Offense in a bunch formation. A quick pass to the left. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Harris. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caden Durham again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run. Slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast. Slip it to them. Try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Right side, it's Green. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. LSU quick to the line. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown Tigers! And here they come, almost all the way back. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. RPO complete to open the drive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Find space, it's Durham. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Wilson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's Durham one more time. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Second and long here. Some misdirection with the counter. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quarterback keeper. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
RPO complete. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Caught. Trying to get it in. Touchdown Seminoles. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen, whatever.
Running free. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Drops back. It's Daniels. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Breaks into the open. Don't pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
In a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the...
Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Riles. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Trying to establish the run. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost to throw on first.
Well, running the ball there and getting the first down is big. You've got 3 timeouts, and this might be a place where you want to just use one here. Catch your breath and get your plan of attack going.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Left side is Robinson. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Got it, looking for a first. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. It's Incomplete. And the try for two and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.